People always ask, how can there be a God? How can there be a God when the world is full of distraction? How can there be a God when the best of hearts are full of corruption? How can there be a God when people are taken away too early from their loved ones? Because of this, there is no God, some say. Because of every man's greed and evil desire. Because of murder and rape. Because of the man with his finger on the trigger who just doesn't hesitate. Because of the genocide and suicides. Because of the child with starving eyes who is barely staying alive. Because of the men who abuse their wives. Because of theft and infidelity. Because of the mother of 4 whose lover just walked out of the door. Because of the girl with a broken heart who fell for the silly boy's lustful scheme. Now pay attention closely. Do you notice a theme here? It is us. Everything imperfect in this world is all because of us. Because God gave us the ability to choose our lives in hopes that we may find Him. And what did we use this ability for? We used it for ourselves, betrayed our Creator, and turned to sin. How can there be no God? How can there be no God when something as beautiful as the sunrise happens every day? How can there be no God when dark times are even painted with bright stars? We are struggling, but we are still eating. We are crying, but we are still breathing. The most beautiful things happen every day. Because of this, there's a God, I say. Because how can lives be changed by something that's not real? And lives can be changed by a touch that you just cannot feel. The heart can be filled by a love that you cannot kiss. And the eyes of the blind can be opened as well. Garrison. Garrison. And garrison. And so do you hear me, God? There are still people that believe in your existence, that are faithful, loyal, and willing to pursue with persistence, that love you with all their hearts, and for you are willing to go the distance. Why do we get so scared? Even when we do not see the sun, we know it's still there. Perhaps if you fail to acknowledge that it's there, the Lord will still care. How can people explain something they do not believe in? How? God cannot be described. He can only be experienced. And even saying something is not real is actually acknowledging the possibility of its existence. Now let me tell you all something about God's love. God's love is amazing, flaming and blazing, effortlessly impressive, active and aggressive. God's love is perfect, ideal and flawless, impeccably complete, accurate and faultless. God's love is sincere and solemn, rapturously showered, propelled and powered. God's love is everlasting, outreaching and broadcasting, unceasingly unremitting, engaging and commanding. And so before I bow out, I would like to reiterate the truth that saying something is not real is actually acknowledging the possibility of its existence. My name is Gyimah Akwatia. Thank you for your audience once again.